cleave the Wind Ranger, you have the catch, you can't rely on Wind Run to get away from the X combos.
Fly away.
Interesting. Well, will he be going mid though? I don't think maybe you can play it mid against Kunkka. That could be a bit of a curveball.
I have never seen that matchup. I have no idea how IO mid versus Kunkka
I mean, it could just be Fly playing the mid Ursa, because then you've got that melee hero matchup where you can kind of look to capitalize on Ursa. I don't think Ursa actually wins the matchup.
But then Zai.
Thank you very much, Shiver. We're coming into this first game. Secret IG Core IO. Where it's going to go, we'll find out. At Emo and Fly, they do swap lanes quite often, especially with like Morphling. Both of them play that hero. They'll swap every now and then. They're both pretty proficient in both the safe lane as well as the mid. So
why I have, or this is rather, that's why you have me with you, because you know.
Yeah,
I might not be good at many things, but Dota. Whew, I'm so good at Dota. It's insane, dude.
Me too. Sure.
Yeah, I know.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Don't check up on that. Ooh,
or
top two-man stun come out from Kaka. A lot of damage being done by. We're hoping also for a mid lion. I know you've been playing that a lot. It's not happening here. It's the Ursa mid. But
I think it's never gonna happen.
I would have been excited to see what they could do with it. One day it's gotta happen.
I don't know, man. I thought many times it could happen. Getting disappointed every time. A man can only take that much disappointment.
He's really having a tough time kind of standing and banging there. But first blood's going to be drawn there. Emo getting credit for it, taking out Puppy as there was a rotation over towards mid from the Tusk, so that leaves it a 3v2. They get an opportunity. However, now they might be able to get a kill here over mid. Kaka comes in, damage onto Nisha, but the shards are perfectly placed. The Apps are in trouble still, though. He's taking a lot of damage here and will fall to Fly. The trade is there as Puppy TP's mid. And a cleave almost kills Kaka. Gosh, for him.
Yeah, it's not going to get easier. As I said, as soon as the Javelin is up, level 6 is up, this Veno is a pretty free kill. He shows it right there. Easy pick-up for him.
Tusk might be in trouble too. He's got shards maybe to get some distance and a snowball for the high ground. That's well done. But the neutrals, okay, stays alive. And now Fly walking into the hands of Matumba Man as well as Puppy realizes that they're there and backs off of it.
Do you see a combo play? He Nova the creeps to get vision, and then he managed to snowball up there because of it. Really good foresight play by Puppy here. Fly in trouble.
Great shards into the Torian. Fly now surrounded by 4 heroes. He's forced to pop that ult. He's trying to fight back the snowball to extend the time. A Photic Shield does nothing.
Should be fine unless Kaka finds a good hex. Yapzor. Ooh. They saw that water. Yeah, should get dewatered momentarily. But Kaka out of position.
Come after Kaka, 2-man stun. Focus fire right onto the Crystal Maiden. They got the shackle with the snowball. That will save the Crystal Maiden. They go after the Windrunner. Power shot missing, but Puppy's still going to die here to JT. They've also brought over the Abaddon. Ali trying to keep alive his allies here. And
now he's just going to retreat to the jungle and start his flash farming. So many stacks.
This almost is the best part of watching IL.
The balls.
I know people don't get as excited as I do, but stacking and farming.
Wind Ranger, oh, they might be finding the Alchemist here. They saw him under the ward, but he's pretty tanky. But not really.
They need to catch him away from his team. He's got some help over mid. I don't know if they'll kill him quick enough. They know exactly where he is. The question is, can they move in?
They're going right now.
Level 6. They have the finger, so there's a possibility that they get this kill. They've got the Hex, the finger available. They'll finish off Matumba Man, and they are just diving into the jungle, knowing where he's at. The vision's there. Yapzor now. Well, let's see if he can survive. Goes into the snowball, hits onto 2. They look over at the Lion. Kaka falls over to Nisha.
Oh, he has been unsmoked. Alchemist popped ult as well. I don't think they have the damage to kill him. No, they know they don't.
Especially now with the Crystal Maiden there, they need to back off. Yapzor is actually cutting off his path. Kaka needs to be careful. Go for the TP out. They've spotted a snowball, stopping the TP. Walrus punches there, and they'll get the kill on Kaka. Well done by Secret to cut him off with the pass. Meanwhile, mid, looking over to try and get a kill here on the Emo. He's forced to tether away, and he's going to lose that hell there.
That's a lot of gold for the Alchemist there as well. Oh, Io just relocating back to heal up mana and health, because why not? And he finishes Aghanim Scepter already.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's going to be enough to really turn this around. He's relocating into a bad spot. He's going to tether over onto the Abaddon. They'll use that ult from Zai, pull him back with the X as well as the boat coming through. Torrent landed, Emo in trouble. He's getting quite low, looking for the freezing field to get the kill on Emo. Ursa's in on this, but it's not looking good for Flyfly. They get the kill on a Puppey. It's ending up a 1-for-1. It's just a 1-for-1 for now, but Secret, they might get another one on Ali as he tries to run away from Zai, who ends up getting hit with the Earth Spike from Kaka, and, well, maybe IG turn this around, and they will with a finger. So Kaka getting that kill onto Zai. Secret getting in a little bit too deep, and they've got the Shackle to follow it up. Matumba Man, he's out a little bit too far, and now here comes Flyfly, but they go the other direction. Stun out from Kaka, landing on a 2. Yapzor has got Matu to follow. IG, that fight did not look like it was theirs to take, and all of a sudden, well, they come out ahead.
Yep.
So you see that the Alk has the top of the net worth. That's great. Alk, that's fine. The spread, though, doesn't feel that good. And then you look at what's next. It's 3 heroes on the side of IG.
Smoking into Roshan.
They're sharing the map pretty well.
Yep, Wind Ranger making space down here. He's probably gonna lose his life.
TP out and hit by that snowball coming in. They get the kill to JT. They look over at Ali. Unfortunate that he gets caught out. Gale not gonna land, but Ali's still able to run away. That leaves the Aegis available for IG to take. So JT sacrifices himself, but that's an Aegis for IG. Yeah, they really haven't had anybody really take over the map too much in terms of, like, you've got nowhere else to farm if you're the other cores. Sometimes you see that, especially with, like, an Alchemist, where he'll take over the entirety of the map, farm, he'll be at the top, but the rest of the team really doesn't get much out of the map at all, where IG right now, they're splitting it up pretty well. They land the Shackle, they're going to follow it up with the stun as well as the finger. They've got the Hex onto Nisha. He's in trouble. Snowball save, and is it going to be enough to keep this Kunkka alive? It's not looking likely. They'll get the kill on Nisha. They'll look over at Yapzor, and Tusk is not long for this world. Doesn't have a snowball to save himself this time, and it's 2 heroes down on the side of Secret.
Oh man,
it works.
Stop making myself laugh.
They've got the X as well as the boat coming in. They're going to try and get a kill here on Emo. He's all by himself for the moment, just trying to maybe use that Aegis and get this team of Secret as closed in on him as possible to turn this around with the help of reinforcements. They've done just that to get a kill on a Zai. Yeah, they've used that Aegis, but there wasn't much time left on it anyway. And they're going to relocate right into a Torrent. They don't get anything out of this just yet. Tusk as well as Nisha are going to back off. Puppey, Earth Spike, that landed. They stopped the TP. Well done by Kaka. Yeah. Blink forward, there's the Earth Spike coming through. That's going to actually stun up 2 of these heroes. Nisha gets stunned on the back of this. They'll use the Snowball to save this Alchemist with the BKB pop by Emo. They're going to go after this Ursa. Walrus Punch, as he's enraged, they'll get the kill on a Yapzor, trying to get a stun out, maybe turn this around. They've used the buyback on Tusk. They jump in, relocate though. That'll send them away. They've got the X onto JT. They'll get the kill with the freezing field. Puppey, he gets credit for that one. Man,
Io,
my
level 20, plus Kaya Sage. That's going to be a ton of damage coming out from those balls. Like, they were tiny balls before, but now they're huge balls, and they're going to really hurt.
Got the smoke. Let's see if they can make something of this. Like you said, next fight winner is going to be the one getting Roche. Zai spotted. There's the Hex with the Earth Spike. They're going to try and turn this around, maybe with a boat. That'll hit onto the Ursa. Alchemist going in, but forced F onto the low ground, so Flyfly is saved for now. Matumba Man still trying to go in. Looks over at Emo, who pops the BKB. The Shackle's not going to connect to a tree. Power shot over is a big whiff.
And they're moving into the Roche pit? Really? It's so risky.
This is a risky play that I think they feel that they need. Power shot already spots it, so the question is, do they want to stick with this? They're relocating.
Are you relocating?
Shards aren't going to block this. So he's tethered over onto the Earth, so they're going to look over at Matumba Man. They're going to go forward with this one. Kaka throws the stun out onto the Crystal Maiden. They've done a lot of damage on Ali, silence up. He used that Essence Ring. Snowball onto the high ground, chasing over after Kaka. They've got the stun to get the kill. They'll take out one. The freezing field on the other side of the fight as Flyfly focuses his attention onto Yapzor. He uses that Walrus Punch to put him up in the air, but it's not going to be enough to save himself. So a 1-for-1 so far. Zai right into the hands of
also no buyback.
Back in the previous engagement. So now 75 seconds without this Venomancer. They'll look over at Puppey, who will root up this Ursa for a moment, but it's not looking likely that Puppey survives. He'll fall to Emo, and that's 3 dead on Secret. IG, he can step into Roche now. Over Rev.
Yeah.
Go for the mid-tier 2, and not sure there's much Secret can do to hold this tier 2 tower. They might have to be willing to give it up. It'll be tough if they want to initiate on this.
It feels like as though Secret, all they can do is just watch them take the tower. IO occasionally coming in.
I think they might be waiting for the Aegis timing.
Yeah, which is now.
And right now, they're going to make the jump on the timing, but they don't go after the IO, they go after the Ursa. They've got the silence.
BKB popped an Elks.
Boat Torrent, that's coming through on Emo, who popped the BKB. Ollie coming in with the borrow time being popped. He's up into the air with the Walrus Punch being used by Yapzor, and they've used that ult, but Zai just taking so much damage. He ends up dead, dominating here for Flyfly. They'll go after Nisha as well as Yapzor. They're going to try and cut off this Kunk at the pass. Good shards to block him out for a second, but the man comes through, and Nisha's in trouble. Freezing field right into the IO, but he's nowhere near dead. He's going to eat that cheese. He'll stay alive. Puppey gone, and Nisha soon to follow. They're right on top of these heroes in a split-up fight. The Alchemist has to TP back to the base. Puppey, he buys back, and, well, this is an Ursa in pretty far. They still get the kill on the Yapzor. They look over at Puppey, who just bought back. He's hexed up by Kaka. They're still looking over at Nisha, who got back to the base. The damage onto JT. They get the kill to the Windrunner, and they'll take him out. It's just one dead on IG, though. They'll look over at Emo, who's still postured quite forward and will tether away from the base. IG still making Secret suffer with no answers. This one's not over, you know? It's not over until the throne falls. I always keep my hopes up, whether it's 0% on Dota Plus or not, which it's 7%. My percentages are still not hitting. So they got 7% chance. Lucky number 7. Anything can happen. They're going to find themselves Ollie, but there's the Shackle landing on the top of him. BKB being popped here by the Windrunner. They've got the Snowball, but it's not going to be enough to save this Alchemist who's on the run. The shards are, though, so he walks away. They'll use that ult, but they've got the finger. They get the kill on his eye. They look over at Yapzor, who's hit by those Shackles, connected to the tree, and connected with Zai in death.
Now, I just look close on this game.
Looking for the Veno. Ooh, they're looking for the Veno, but they might even find more. They've got the Invisible. They get the kill on Zai. He's going to be dead for 50 seconds. The damage is just so much. They're dealing with an illusion. Kaka blinks forward. He's got the Hex. They're going to look over as the finger hits on a Matoma Man. He's trying to run away with the BKB. Can he get up the stairs? Can he get away? It's not looking likely. As going all the way in is JT, who's gotten too far. Stunned up. Matoma Man still surviving. The Torrent will land. They get the kill into the Windrunner. They're in a little bit too deep there on the Windrunner, who ends up dead for 83 seconds with buyback. But the Ursa, who's been disarmed. Disarmed again. He can't right-click, and he can't do any damage, so they'll get the Alk away. IG stepping forward pretty far.
Look at the health regen.
They'll pull back Flyfly, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the Abyssal Blade. And look at the damage coming in from Emo. He's attacking the tethered target. And they've got that going to Yapzor. They'll get themselves the Tusk. Down goes Nisha. And it's just so much damage so quickly. He'll stun himself in the base. Are they going to dive? They were thinking about it. They turned him for a second, but they're going to get hit by the X as well as the Torrent. They'll look at turning this around as he also gets popped by Zai, but it's not going to be enough. They'll get the kill on a Matoma Man. They'll take him out, and he'll buy back. Nisha now looking to chase as Emo and Flyfly try to leave the base. They've charged up the stun. They'll stun up Emo, and he might just lose the Aegis, but this is only the first life that's taken out of the IO's hands. Hex coming out from Kaka. That's right on top of Matoma Man, who just bought back. He might drop. He's down real low into the base, and the right click's coming through to Nisha. He's bashed up, killed off, and gone. Kaka, as well as the Windrunner of JT, they're just not buying back because they're not needed at the moment. Emo, though, he's got the tether. He'll eat the cheese. He's back up to healthy. And now looking over at Zai with the right clicks coming in, he's godlike. Emo not getting stopped in this game, and IG are looking like they're on their way to taking game 1. But here comes the Snowball coming out from Yapzor with the Walrus Punch. It's still just not enough damage. You can't kill this ball of energy. They've thrown the stun over at a Flyfly, but they have nothing to follow it up, so they can just stand here ready to trade. They've got Abyssal Blade ready in just a second, so let's see who they go after. It's looking like they want Yapzor, who's going over to the top side of the base, but the Spirit's coming through. The Snowball will be over at Emo. You've basically signed, sealed, and delivered your death.
The damage on the Alchemist!
On Emo. Yapzor goes down, Matoma Man gone, and game 1 goes the way of IG. Secret drop game 1, and IG obliterate them.
Like, absolutely no chance. I think it's time to never ever give a call.
Weird spot, so you just try and crush the lanes.
Yeah.
And that's what Nisha can kind of try and do here. Make
go or die for them. And we'll see if they can pull this one away and even it up at 1. Monkey King, it's close. Step or two further and it would have been a problem for him. This was always the hero where I was like, all right, I like their chances a lot more just because he's on this hero. This is probably one of his best heroes in my mind.
Certainly, I've got a lot of good memories about that as well. But just in general, this Monkey King is going to have a pretty free lane, and Monkey King is the counter to PL this game. So he's probably going to go into Maelstrom, maybe even a Battle Fury if he feels really greedy. And he is going to be Secret's answer to that PL. So, like Phoenix spell has like 40 seconds cooldown.
Oh,
Weaver just dropping
going
here.
down here. JT getting first blood on Matumba Man. They're going to try and trade on the Kaka. Kaka, though, he pops his stick. They get the stun out on a Puppey. He gets the Aphotic Shield off. This should explode and blow up Kaka, but so we'll see if he can set it up, if he'll be the guy that they can rely on this game, what his build will be. And we've seen a lot of blinks come out from these Mars, get that Blink Arena Spear, and you know, you've got the follow-up from Kaka there, the combination with the Arena as well as the Supernova. So there's a lot here in terms of a team fight and control for IG. Kaka, I think he
big
just
stick.
drops if he's not careful.
He's got a big stick. He has nothing to worry about.
Watu thought about going for it, and there's the stick being used, but immediately miscoil thrown his way. The lose Puppey. They've got the Hex onto Matumba Man with the Aether Remnant locking him up even longer. Kaka now chased and killed off by the Weaver. He at least gets something out of this as he's trying to run away.
Yeah, Kaka playing with his food a little bit. And the food bites back. Fly again. If he drops another time, it's going to be so bad for him.
Ooh,
you can't juke.
It's going to proc. He can't go anywhere. He's hexed. He's gone.
That is so bad for him. Dying back to back on your win condition. That must feel terrible. Now no TP to go to any lane. The walk of shame is real.
Oh, yeah. And the weight now is heavily pressed on the back of JT. He's having the best game so far for them, and he needs to continue to do so. They've got the stun. They'll have the Aether Remnant. They lock up Puppey, but there's the Primal Roar. The Hex comes out of the Beastmaster with the Ether Shock being used here onto Emo. They've got the Shackle. They'll have the control. They'll get the kill onto the Void Spirit. This is IG just playing their hand a little bit too early.
And IG doesn't really seem to be able to deal with that just yet. Like, they keep diving towers when they shouldn't. And Secret's just too fast right now. Ollie very low.
Oh, Ollie.
Easy boundless from the trees.
They have the vision, they get the kill.
Yep, and they get the mid tower as well. Shaman Ward's dropped, mid tower gone, top tower gone. Map for your Weaver and Monkey King wide open. He'll start, or he'll have to start moving towards the bottom side of the map. Farm his triangle, farm the bot lane. JT.
A strike, and now proccing the Jingu. This is all to get a bounty rune, and now he's trying to bottle sip and stay alive. Ooh, uses the arena, breaks the trees. So all of a sudden he's got a stun. This is a spear under the tower. Nobody able to rotate though to help out. That could have been a massive play, and Zai, he's getting a kill on the Kaka while all this is happening. I mean, he's in the triangle getting a solo kill. And they're going to smoke up here on IG. JT has the Yules to try and set something up. They haven't broken the smoke just yet, but they need to catch up to these heroes. They'll need some sort of Astral Step jump to probably initiate here. They'll use the Yules onto the Abaddon, which I think already Secret are okay with. They'll use the Spear to lock him up. The borrow time gets popped. Yapsor coming over with the Hex. And now he's got this Phantom Lancer in a bad spot. They'll go to the Doppelganger. The Arena's down with the Supernova. Can they turn this around on the side of IG? They're starting to retreat a little bit. That Supernova hits. They've got the Sunray right on top of the Abaddon. Yapsor ends up dead. They've got the Shadow Shaman gone first. They'll use the Primal Roar to take out JT, and they'll lose Ollie. Two heroes dead on the side of IG as they land the two-man Earth Spike on a Matumba Man as well as Zai. And they'll start their retreat even further, but it's not looking like Kaka's going to get away. The Primal Spring is there, the damage comes out, and Matumba Man has a kill onto Kaka. JT's also there too. They've got the Yules up into the air. They'll land the spear onto the Shadow Shaman. This is a lot of trouble for Yapsor, and more than he can handle. They'll get the kill onto the Shadow Shaman. Matumba Man comes over, maybe able to get a kill onto the Phoenix. Icarus dive, ooh, almost jukes him out, but the Balance Strike is there, and they'll get the kill onto Ollie. And they're trying to just take the right fight, and that's maybe going to come off the timing of this Aegis expiring. There's still 80 seconds remaining on it, so we'll see what they can do. They'll pressure the tier 1 tower mid. This is money in the bank for IG if they can grab it. Matumba Man coming over for a second with a Shikuchi. Doppelganger used by Fly. Fly just setting up in case Secret move in. They've got a sentry down, and look at the damage on a Fly. They've got the Yules. Up in the air is this Weaver. They've got the Aether Remnant, but the Balance Strike comes through and hits onto the Mars as well as the Void Spirit. They'll use the Finger. Can they get the kill on Matumba Man? Yes, they can. They've taken out the Weaver, but they look over now at Emo, who gets away with the Astral Step. Shackle was out onto Ollie. Ollie trying to get away, but he's got the Supernova available, and he'll use it. So the turnaround comes out from IG. They're going to look over at the Abaddon, who's got the Aphotic Shield on him. Puppey will try to TP out, but the Air Spike lands onto the Beastmaster. Astral Step, that hits onto the Monkey King as well as the Beastmaster. They should be able to get a kill on a Zai, and they will finish off Zai. They look over now at Nisha, who's locked up and killed off. That's only the first life, though, as they'll focus their attention onto Yapzor, who doesn't have any mana to really save him. So they've got the Aether Remnant, they have the lockdown, they'll get the second kill. 4 heroes down to the side of Secret, and that is IG coming out on top, and they'll cut that lead from 5K to 2.
And this is just before the hard finishes where they're going to this Roshan pit. He got it now, he's making his way over. Might be a bit too slow though.
Got 4 heroes over towards mid.
But they're gonna smoke
It's not exactly the fastest Roche. They don't have the Serpent Wards down on it.
It's gonna fall. They didn't smoke up in time. They don't even know, I think.
Yeah, they're not even going for it, actually.
Oh, now they do.
Oh, Illusion's just not in time. They're not going to be able to figure it out. Maybe they fight coming out of the Roche pit. That would be a risky maneuver as they've just gotten the heart.
I think a very rough team fight for Secret if IG was to fight over there. He has no Bkop on Monkey King, and Phantom Lance, of course, his finish is hard, but Secret gets away with it, putting them into a pretty comfortable position here.
Secret can really take advantage of having this age, as they did a good job of sneaking that out of the hands of IG. Really well done to get into the pit. Not seeing it all, and ooh, thinking about going into the Wukong's command. He feints it twice. Balance strike, that's only going to land on the JT. They'll focus their attention onto the Mars, who throws down the arena. They'll look over as the Supernova is over to the side. The finger's going to be thrown out onto the Monkey King. Isha trying to fight this JT with a BKB. Supernova never gets off. They get the kill on Ali. They'll take a JT 2 heroes down on the side of IG on the backlines, though. It's the Phantom Lancer who's trying to get the Shadow Shaman. He'll get low. Flyfly gets the kill on the Yapzor, and now he'll look over at the rest of the team. But can he do enough? Emo's here to help him. The Aether Remnant only locks up a 4 as they'll get the kill onto Nisha. They'll take the first life out of the hands of the Monkey King. They've got the silence on a 3 with the axe picked up by Emo. They'll use that time lapse. Matoma Man, I'm not sure if he's confident enough to fight. They hit the balance strike onto Emo, but continuing to fight though is Flyfly. He'll use that doppelganger. The illusion's going after the side of Secret. They've got the Aether Remnant to lock up Zai. They'll eat the cheese, still surviving. Wukong's used, and out of the circle they'll go. But are they going to continue to chase on the side of Secret? They've got the Yules on a Matoma Man, and again, the Doppelganger looking at into the faces of Secret. They've got the right-click damage coming through on Nisha. He's survived so many times, but he won't survive this time, it looks like, but he's still fighting Flyfly. They've got 3 heroes going after the Phantom Lancer, who Doppelganger once again. It's all 4 with the focus on a Phantom Lancer. They've given up going after Emo, but Kaka comes back into the fight. They land the Earth Spike on a 2, and they've got Emo back into the fray. Aether Remnant lands, they get the kill on Nisha. They look over at Flyfly, who's still low on health, but Matoma Man, he's been hexed up by Kaka. They'll get the kill on the Weaver, and they look over at Beastmaster as well as Puppy. He's got the borrowed time popped and trying to TP out, but they get the kill on the Zion. They look over at Puppy, who is being taken out of the TP, stunned up again, killed off and gone, and IG somehow, someway, they come out ahead. They go for the racks, 3K lead for IG, and things falling apart at the seams for Secret in a fight that looked to go their way. They got 2 kills early. They took out JT real quick in that one, and it just wasn't enough. Oh, Psychic Headband, that's going to be big there for Kaka. Having that extra cast range is just going to make Secret's lives a living hell. I mean, you saw in that last fight, once Kaka walked his way back into the fight, he had the Earth Spikes, he had the Hexes that were there necessary for IG to win the fight.
It's also the Mind Blast is really good against the Monkey King. Usually you stand on the edge of your ult. If you get Mind Blasted right away, you're gone.
They're going to go after the Monkey King. Sunray run on top. They've got the Dissimilate as well as the finger in the Earth Spike. Now lands on Anisha. They'll take him out. The borrow time is going to be popped by Puppy. They're going to Icarus dive in. I don't think they need to use that Supernova just yet. They've got the Yules up into the air. Puppy trying to run, but he is locked down, killed off, and gone. They've got the Serpent Wards around on JT. The Supernova is going to be on the high ground. JT will survive with BKB being popped. They'll go after Zai. He's trying to get away, but he's bashed up, and now he's got nowhere else to run, nowhere else to hide. They're going to get the kill on the Zai. There's nowhere else for him to go, and he's going to die again. Matoma Man, he's popped the BKB, and Nemo's trying to chase this Weaver, but he just can't keep up. Tier 3 is going to drop here, and IG looking to make a statement. They're going to jump in with the Astro Step. They've got the silence out of the Abaddon as well as the Shadow Shaman. They get the kill on the Absol. He's going to be forced to buy back immediately with the borrowed time being popped by Puppy. Oh boy, Matoma Man, he's gone. No buyback, 53 seconds without this Weaver, and it's looking like the hopes are starting to go away. They've got the Yules up into the air onto the Monkey King who threw down the Wukong's command. They've also got the Aether Remnant, so even though he's got the circle out, he's being controlled and he is in some trouble. Aether Shock thrown from Yapzor, but it's not going to be enough to really deter the side of IG. They've got the silence coming in from Emo once again. They look over Yapzor, just bought back. He's going to be chased by Flyfly. Balance Strike comes in, and that's going to hit into the Void Spirit. They should be able to get the kill of the Shadow Shaman, and they do. Emo goes into the Dissimilate, trying to dive down, and they will call GG. IG will 2-0 upset Secret, and they will move on to tomorrow with an absolutely stellar performance as they take this series easily.